Okay, pretty interesting. The fact that with the news and everything, it's still not yet broken above. Okay, this is about to flip. I'm gonna turn on my magic keys, put my stop at the top of that wick, and let's see what we get. So a little dangerous, but I've seen this a few times, so let's see if it works. Okay, that's me going in. I think that's coming down here. What do you think? There you go. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 17. There you go. 18. Come on. Stop loss to break even. Okay, running at 18 pips and stop loss at break even. 19 pips, 20, 21, 22, 26, 27, 28. Woohoo! Keep going, baby. This is where you want to go. We know this is where you want to go. 25, 26. Come on. Down here. Down here. It may wig out here, but this is where I think it wants to go. Did you guys take it? Don't let this turn into a loser. I think it pays to when you do analysis and you create a bias, I think it pays to hold on to your bias, and not flip on it. Yeah, you do have to hold on to it. You can't flip on it, I mean, there's a reason why before the emotions were involved, think about it. Before your emotions got involved in the trade, you made an analysis. Once the trade opens and you have money at risk, your emotions now become part of the equation. And when your emotions become part of the equation, your emotions will lie to you. All of us know that, right? That our emotions lie to us. Whether it is fear or euphoria, nothing is as bad as our emotions tells us it is, and nothing is as great as our emotions tells us it is. Okay? When we are in euphoria, the emotion that we're feeling makes us take risks that we should not be taking. And when the fear is the one that's in control, it prevents us from taking advantage of opportunities that we should be taking advantage of, because now the emotion of fear has taken over. So once you have made an analysis and you have a bias, you need to stick with that bias, because that bias was created when the emotion was not there. We all have emotions, people say, oh, you got to trade without emotion. You've heard me say this before. That's bull crap. That doesn't work. There's no such thing as trading without emotion. You can't even click the mouse without an emotion. The emotion is the first thing that you have. The emotion is what makes you take action in anything. If you wanted to scratch your head, you have to first have an emotion about scratching your head. That's how primitive. It's not a thought. The emotion comes first, the thought comes later. That's part of the problem that people have in trading. They don't understand. They can't recognize that about themselves and about trading and about the biology. There you go. 31 pips, 39, 31.9, that is. Don't get too excited here, Robert. They talk about trading without emotions, and that's impossible. Nobody trades without emotions. All of us are feeling the fear. All of us are feeling the anxiety. All of us are feeling the, if you have any money at risk, you're feeling it, right? It's going against you. It's going in your favor, whatever. What makes a good trader or a great trader and a great athlete, a great performer, a great anything at anything is people who can act in spite of their emotions. It doesn't matter how you feel. You do realize, right, that if you're trying to lose weight, for example, and part of your plan is to work out, for example, you do know that whether you feel like working out or not, if you do work out, you're going to get the same results. Whether you feel like it or not, you're going to get results if you're working out consistently. Or if you're dieting, whether you feel like dieting or not, whether you feel like eating that cookie or not, it doesn't matter. Look, what matters is what you do. And so gumption and commitment is following through on a decision that you have made when you had an emotion to make that decision, and then following through on that decision when the emotion is not there anymore. That's commitment, and that's you being true to you. And that's really what I love about trading. What trading provokes us to do is be true to ourselves, trust ourselves, be honest with ourselves. It forces us to be honest because our account tells us what's going on. You can't lie to we can lie to ourselves if we want to, but the account tells us the truth. Yeah, like this right here. Okay, this is running 36 pips. It's uncomfortable holding the trade, right? When you know you could take these 36 pips right now, it's uncomfortable holding on to the trade. But that's the uncomfortability that we have to sit in to grow and to become better traders. Is there any reason why it can't get down here? There is no reason why it can't get down here. I mean, there's this wick, right? There's that wick. If it can get past that wick, it's gonna get down here. And if it can get past that wick, it's gonna get down here. That's the way trading works. That's the way the market moves. We know it when we analyze it. We know it when we look at charts outside of our emotions and when we're not in the trade. We know that. So the trick is sitting here with this uncomfortable feeling, because I feel it too. I could take it right now. But everybody that trades feels that uneasiness of, I could take my money now. But my analysis says it should come down here. And perhaps here. And perhaps all the way down here. So the question is it going to do it now? Is it going here now? Or is it going to do it in 2 days? Or, that I don't know. When this 30-minute candle closes, I may close it all, because this 30-minute candle needs to be resolved. When this 30-minute candle closes, there's going to be a pullback in all likelihood. So now that's also part of my plan. That's in my plan. So that's okay if I do it. 39, 40 pips here. 40 pips, guys. 42, here it goes. Break through that baby and come on down. 44, there you go. And if it wigs out at 60 pippers, then I'll close it all, because that's where it should go to. Yeah, my TP is at 63 pips. And if it hits about 60, I'll go ahead and take it if it wigs. I hope that helps you, because these mental games, we need to, our minds can easily deceive us. Our emotions, not our minds, right? It's our emotions, which the Bible calls the heart, right? The heart is deceptive above all things. Who can know it? The Bible says. And so we got to recognize that about ourselves, that we have tendencies, we have habits, we have inadequacies that we're ashamed of. We have sometimes low self-esteem. We have lack of identity. There's a bunch of crap. There you go, 44 pippers. Got 15 pips more to go. You can do it. You can do it. So so the trick is not feeling bad about ourselves because we have inadequacies. Forget that. That's guilt and shame. That's crap. That's religious crap. Okay? Guilt and shame. It's just religious. It's a trap. Nobody escapes that by trying to get rid of it. Nobody escapes shame and guilt by trying to get rid of it. You just move forward. You just move forward. and you create the habits that then build your confidence, build your self-esteem, build your identity. But back to the emotion. We all feel it's like, I think it was Sylvester Stallone, that talked about fear in war, right? Everybody feels the fear. The hero is the one who acts anyway, in spite of the fear. But everybody feels it. There you go, 48, 49, 50, almost 50, not quite. Almost hit 50. Yeah, wherever this, it's got 5 minutes left. In these 5 minutes, it has to reach down here. Yeah, that's already hit TP on the one-to-one. I'm just stretching the one-to-one because I believe that in these next 4 minutes and 40 seconds, it will reach it. And then whatever happens, I will close. And that will be the broadcast today. I love these short and quick days. This is fantastic. But know this about yourself. There is nothing affecting you that doesn't affect everybody else too. Okay, we're all the same. It reached 54 point. I can take profit if I want to. So I'm gonna let it touch. I'm gonna let it hit. We got 3 minutes left. I'm either gonna let it hit with the 3 minutes that are left, or I will close it before the new candle opens. 51 pips is holding at 52, 53. It's gonna spike down here in just a minute. It's gonna spike down, and that'll be the end of that. 54, 55. Come on, do your spike. We know you want to do it. Okay, we got 1 minute 46 seconds, and you got about 9 pips to go, Chico. Come on, you can do it. We know you can do it, and we know you want to do it. I mean, it already hit the zone. It already hit that zone. But I think it wants to wick below this right here to then maybe make a move up. Here's the thing, whether you believe it or not, and this is what I was trying to tell you, whether you believe it or not, if you do the actions of a profitable trader, you will be, whether you believe it or not. So don't worry about the belief. Just take care of the action. Take care of the habit. Do the actions. There you go. There you go. There you go, guys. 45 seconds left, and it's at 59 pips. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Come on. 35 seconds. There you go. 61 pippers. There you go. There you go. There you go. Boom. Tippy. Like I've seen this before. There you go. There you go. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So let me finish with this. Do not look to feel like a profitable trader. Do not worry about believing whether you're a profitable trader. You know that it doesn't matter how you feel about it or what you think about it. All that matters is what you do. All that matters is what you do. So whether you feel like a profitable trader or you believe yourself to be a profitable trader or not, it doesn't matter. You will still have the same results. Do you understand? If you had $1,000 to invest in Bitcoin when it first opened, and you bought Bitcoin back when it was, let's say, $19, you bought it. Whether you believe that you could make money from it or not, whether you felt worthy of the money or not, all you had to do was buy it. And now that you have bought it, and you forget about it, and you leave it there, 10 years later, 15 years later, you are a multimillionaire. Whether you feel like it or not, whether you believe you deserved it or not, whether you believe that was a smart investment or not. So my point being, the only time that belief matters is when you do what you believe. Because it's what you do that matters. Yeah. It doesn't matter what you believe if what you believe does not line up with what you know is true. And what do you know to be true? What you know to be true is that if you take the actions of a profitable trader, you will be a profitable trader. if you do the actions of a bodybuilder, you will have the body of a bodybuilder. If you take the actions that earn you the PhD, you will be a doctor, you will be a PhD, because you took the actions. It doesn't matter what you believe, it doesn't matter how you feel, if you take the actions. Now, does believing make it easier to do? Yes, believing makes it easier to do, but my point is, don't wait until you believe, and don't wait until you feel. Do the actions. And if you do the actions, you will have the results. Period. Punto. Se acabó. Does your belief affect things? It can, right? It can. But here's the thing. If you put an apple seed in the ground, whether you believe it will give you apples or not, if you put an apple seed in the ground and every day you water it, and every day you make sure that the ground is fertile, you put fertilizer on it, that apple seed will become an apple tree and give you apples. Whether you believe it or not, whether you feel like it or not, you just got to put the apple seed in the ground and water it. And there's the bounce. Yay! Yeah, that's it. Just keep doing the action. Just keep doing the action. And the action that I'm going to encourage you to do is not trade. It's not, you need to get more nitty-gritty than that, right? Trade your plan. You know, plan your trades and then trade your plan. And don't do anything outside of it. Anything. Don't do anything. Doesn't matter what Robert says, doesn't matter what Raja says, doesn't matter what anybody says. You work your plan. Period. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over. After you have worked your plan 50, 60 times, you will have a record of results. And now that you have the record of results, now you have the data of results, you analyze those results. Okay, how can I tweak this? How can I make this better? How can I make it more consistent? How can I eliminate the losses? How can I mitigate the losses? Losses are going to come, but how do I mitigate them? How do I make sure that they're less so they don't hurt me so much? You do those things, and then you go back at it for another 30, 40, 50 trades. And then you have a set of results, and you analyze those results. Based on that analysis, you tweak that again. And then you go and you do another 30, 40, 50 trades within the analysis. But the point is, you have to keep to those rules. Every time that you make new rules, you got to keep to them. If you don't keep to them, nothing's going to work. Nothing is going to work. And it's not, and it has nothing to do with your feelings, and it has nothing to do with your belief. It has to do with your actions. You either did the actions or you didn't do the actions. I wish this was preached more from the pulpit. I wish this was preached, because there's a reason why I say that is because the church emphasizes so much belief. But he was teaching a class and he was talking about reading the word and studying the word and meditating the word. And I interjected, because he never got to it, I interjected, and we should do the word. Study, yes. Meditate, yes. Read it, yes. Memorize it, yes. But more important than anything is do it. Do it. You know, love your neighbor as yourself. Do it. Don't talk about doing it. Don't write your feelings about it and make nice poetry and worship songs. Do it. Do it. You know, the command of the scriptures is love your God. It doesn't say it doesn't say write about loving your God. It doesn't say build the emotions about loving your God. It says love your God with all you got, right? And love your neighbor as yourself. It doesn't say feel like doing it. And I'm closing with this. I'm preaching now for sure. I'm preaching now for sure, but I have a captive audience. Jesus gave this parable. It's so good. It's so rich and so good. A man had two sons. Jesus tells us. Jesus is telling us the story. Man had two sons. He said to the one, please go to my field today and work it. And the son said, no, I don't want to do it. But then later, thinking about it, he reconsidered and went and worked his father's field. The second son that the father approached said, oh yeah, I'll go. But he didn't go. Jesus says, which one did the will of the father? Everybody agreed. The first one did the will of the father. What he felt didn't matter. What he believed didn't matter. Even his words didn't matter. What mattered was he went and did it. So guess what? The father wasn't upset that the son said, no, I'm not going to go. The father wasn't upset that the son didn't want to do it. The father was happy that the son went and did it. Man, I wish we taught that more in church. Because that's the it. That is the it. It doesn't matter how you feel. You know, we live in this society. It's so much about feelings. It's what you do that matters. If we do the actions of a profitable trader, we become profitable. And that's it. I'm out. Be blessed. Don't worry about all the stuff that you can't change. Just go about doing the things that produce the results. That's all. That's my encouragement to you. Yep. Love you. Many blessings. Wonderful week. And I hope you have a great weekend. Bye-bye.